Well, today I'm hiking 11 miles through high alpine terrain, over a mile through deep, soft snow, sometimes waist deep, and climbing 2 mountains, all in search of a photo. Well, hello, and welcome to mid-June in Rocky Mountain National Park, a spectacular time of year to be here. Well, this is really my busiest time of the year. Right now, I'm out all the time for my job as a nature photographer, photographing lakes and mountaintops and beautiful meadows, wildflowers. It just seems like everything is happening at once. It's just magnificent. Now, I don't take you along on most of those journeys because most of them take place in the middle of the night, and I arrive by 5 a.m. to set up and photograph sunrise. And so in terms of video, it's very difficult to photograph a hike in the dark. There really isn't much to show. But tonight, I'm heading out for sunset. And so I can take you along, I can show you the journey up there. Well, tonight my goal is to get on top of a mountain and to set up a scene where I have jagged rocks and snow in front of me, about an 800-foot drop, and then a frozen lake below me, and then mountain after mountain as the sun sets over the Never Summer Mountains. What I'm envisioning should be really dramatic, but as always, it's very weather dependent. And with this job, sometimes I hit it out of the park, and oftentimes it just doesn't happen. But the only way to know is to be there. Well, I've got quite a long ways to go still. I've just come up about a mile, and it took me about an hour to go a mile because it was soft, miserable, wet snow. My trousers are wet, my socks are wet, my boots are wet, my gaiters are wet. It was just a fight. I filmed some of that hike through the snow, but some of it was just far too miserable to film. And from now, we're going to hike 5 miles through the tundra. It should be beautiful. Flowers are out. I see marmot playing nearby. And then I have 3 mountains to climb to get to our spot for sunset. Hopefully, we'll get there in time. But as we go along, just enjoy the journey and enjoy the scenery as we go. So thanks for joining me today. I'll talk to you again in a little while.
Wish that I could stay. Wish for this moment to never go away. But it's all in my mind. And though I know that there is nothing to find, you're a beautiful sight in the summer night. And you can't put up a fight in the misty light. See how you've grown while you roam in the streets all alone. All you can see, thinking about what your life came to be. You're a beautiful sight in the summer night. And you can't put up a fight in the misty light. Like the mothers of Brazil find their way. We're all on our own, but you're the most beautiful I've ever known.
Well, I've got about another 15 minutes and I should be up on top of my first mountain. The clouds have moved in and it's become quite a bit colder and windy. But I'll press on. You just never know. I've been surprised so many times. You got to go and actually wait until the last minute until you know for certain. So onward, trail's getting muddy, but up we go. Well, as you can see, I've just reached the summit of my first mountain. Well, from here, we've got a very steep descent and a very steep climb to get up our next mountain. Time is ticking, so I better get moving. Well, how's this for a view? Pretty spectacular, huh? Well, we're gonna head down here and then up that mountain there, and then across to another mountain to get ready for sunset. It's looking pretty cloudy, but the sun is occasionally breaking through and lighting up some of the peaks. So I'm living in hope.
Dark. 'Cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain, bringing life back. We can breathe again when dealing with the pain.
All right, I'm going to stop and take a quick photo of this mountain. It's just gorgeous before the light goes behind the clouds, and then we'll finish climbing up to the top.
Like a river flows, life will take you where you need to go.
Oh, this is a hard slog up this mountain. It's just so steep.
I wanna be, no getting old, don't bother me. Truth can be a bitter pill, but it'll do you right and set you free the way a lie never will.
All right, well, here's my second summit of the evening. What a gorgeous evening it is. Just spectacular views in every direction.
Like the river flows, life will take you where you need to go.
Well, I was going to continue on over there to that mountain. I've decided not to because the clouds are so thick. I'm not going to get the photograph I was after tonight. In fact, it's all going to be kind of gray. And this is what happens with nature photography. It happens to me all the time. But sometimes things actually do work out. And if you'd like to see some of my photos that actually did work out, then visit my photography website called imagesofrmnp.com, and that stands for Rocky Mountain National Park. I'll put a link in the notes below. And if you want to get involved in photography in Rocky Mountain National Park, I've got a photography guide called Photographing Rocky Mountain National Park. And it has nearly 200 different locations where you can get some great photographs in the park, and none of them require nearly this much effort. All of them are pretty accessible. But it's based on my last 20 years of photographing this magnificent national park. Well, thank you all for watching. I sure appreciate all the encouragement and support that all of you give me. If you come into Estes Park this summer, stop by my gallery and say hello. We'd love to see you. Well, I'm going to sit down, have a little bit of a snack, and then put my headlamp on and begin the long trek back through the night to the trailhead. It should be pretty peaceful. Well, thanks again. We'll see you all in the next video.
I ain't afraid of the dark, 'cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark.
To help you prepare for your visit to Rocky Mountain National Park, visit my website, rockymountainnationalpark.com. For hiking guides, calendars, coffee table books, and more, visit rockytrailpress.com. And when you arrive, be sure and stop by my gallery in downtown Estes Park. It's called Images of RMNP.